to make that fully useful. But who knows? We'll see. And last
one more, and he's gone.
Who you getting? Who you getting? Who you getting? Who you taking? Just hits the tree off, right? Just keep doing it. Oh, a TP.
He doesn't have a TP for 65 seconds.
Okay. So he has to wait 65 seconds before he can kill himself again. That's fair. Well, meanwhile in the mid lane. Oh, missing it. First blood down bottom. Managed to find that kill with the stun leveled up by Seb. But it is the Meepo so far, sitting just 6-1 compared to the 10-3 of the Storm.
And try to grab a kill. Nature's Prophet rotating with a TP could help him out, grab a kill on that Storm Spirit too. Null Talisman on Storm, also Region Rune on the bottom. TFT, they have a vision of it.
I want to die.
No tail. Back to the...
They're gonna see a Baron coming. That's a lot of time wasted. Meepo's gonna get the last hit. Oh, he's going for the stacks.
Oh, this is nice, if they can get it. And in the meantime, the Nature's Prophet is sort of been able to zone out Thompson. Does have level 5, so if he manages to find a net, could do some decent damage. But it looks like it's just going to be Handskin able to zone back No Tail. The Meepo got a couple of those creeps, head back the other way, and now punching onto Thompson, able to get the double catch and trying to find the kill. Not going to happen though.
Nicely done by Storm Spirit. He levels up Electric Vortex to stop that second poof.
But it came at the cost of the Alchemist dying. So they bring down Mr. Alk. And still Handskin farming away over here in the jungle. Taking away that jungle from the Thompson.
Sorry, look at No Tail. He used the Mist Coil 3 times in a row. I think a Baron can be played like in 2 different ways. This is the one way, but you can also maybe trade hits more with Aphotic Shield. They're gonna go in and grab that kill. That's huge.
Yeah, Meepo going down, able to interrupt his snowball, and Handskin meanwhile gets the TP out under the
Got a good laning partner, but tough lane.
Yeah.
They died twice online, which means they can't play aggressive. Now Nature's Prophet is dead on a top lane. Push some damage on tier 2 tower. So if TFT want to make a rotation, they need to pop the smoke because of the vision that OG has. Every single entrance in their jungle is warded.
Yeah, and the arrow getting ready to jump in. Frost is already starting to bring it down low. The worst thing you could do right now if you're TFT is give up Roche to OG by bringing it down low and letting them finish it. But do they realize that this is happening? Storm getting ready to jump. Now they move in. No Tail. He has his ultimate still if he wants to use it. They need to get vision of the pit right now. They're thinking about jumping, but Storm's here. Ends up getting lifted up in the air. And now they can take this fight afterwards. The net, the jump for it. Thompson's caught. Oh, the secondary net came out afterwards. The false promise is not going to be enough to keep him alive. I don't believe, although Seb shows up now as well. And they try and make this work. He's going to zip the hell out of there. But Storm eventually is going to be brought down. And now Seb also in some trouble. Era is there with the stun. Finds themselves this Alchemist for dead. TFT strike.
Hero, but I'm not afraid to admit, I'm not going to say my mistake. It's just the inability to play the hero properly.
Yeah. Frost runs in. Ana chasing forward. Chessie doesn't really have a target as of yet. Seb in the regen working for him. Jarex is in the area, has the false promise. He wants to use it with the lift up. Good reaction there coming from this blue. They've already killed off the Meepo, but are they going to be able to kill him a second time as he's coming back in just a second? Ana tries to get the jump out of there. They're all heading the same direction though, and now the lift up onto Storm Spirit, see if they can find the control. Era is in the area and can't quite get the stun in time, so Thompson gets out of there. And TFT, maybe they've gone a bit too far. Jarex is going to pop the false promise on himself. No Tail shows up as well, and they throw out the net, but no extra follow-up comes, as it looks like they will end up keeping alive that Brewmaster for the moment. Jarex also lives through this. And now TFT's hoping to get out of here with Chessie. They're going to create a little bit of extra space. But they got to be careful. Storm Spirit can jump from pretty far away if they get an opening. And it looks like Handskin retreating. Everybody retreating. They should be out.
Yeah, nicely done by them. They happen if TFT engages.
Oh, Era's there. Thompson looking for that opening. They find the Earth Spike, jump forward, coming in. They want to try and take out Jarex first at the very beginning, but they're controlling the storms here while all of this is happening, and it looks like they will be able to take down the line on that side of the battle. On the other side, Chessie doesn't really have anybody to open up onto, but Frost has already killed 2, taking down those supports and seeing if he can find a little more. Thompson almost drops there as well. Chessie has another Blink Dagger in a second, and also the nets, but will decide to just back out afterwards. They instead go over to the side here and take down Seb, and now looking like they're also going to find Ana, but no extra nets come afterwards. Frost chasing for more, wanting to get that kill, but it doesn't happen. Still, big win. And they're going to TP back in. They find Ana. Got those illusions. Okay, Chase, Blink, looking. Where's your catch? What's happening?
Chessie had Earthbind ready, but I guess he didn't see it. Nerf in the latest patch for Oracle cast range on False Promise actually hurts him a lot.
Yeah. Oh, did they get him? Uh-oh. Well, that is a big win for TFT as they take down the Weaver. And still, they move up into the high ground there.
No.
Thompson got him caught. Thompson decides to stick around, realizes this is not going to work, and, well, they're just going to claim their prize of the ABBA.
Happen in that window.
Yeah. Well, Hotel. Up front and center. They find him. He's walking away, and they do still have Bruce Split if they want to use it. Long duration stun, but it is going to be kill onto No Tail. 30 seconds.
Now, 50 is both the items.
Ana?
For the late game.
Ana? Ana in some trouble here. Completely alone. And Seb is here too. They've shown up and just fed away their lives. Need to be careful because the TP is going to be canceled now, and Seb slowed down. Hanskin shows up as well, but they have the Sprout, tries to eat his way through the trees there, and Net is going to connect. Rooted, taken off with that ulti. Good play there, dispelling it. Yeah, but nonetheless,
this is the extra gold on him and has Radiance queued up, so everyone's going to scale on their side.
Yeah, this is really good. And, well, they found themselves another one. Seb trying to run away. That BKB not going to be enough to keep him alive. They jump in with the storm. Does not do anything at all.
Just kidding.
Literally nothing. Well, getting the regen back up as well from the Ransack. Ana needs to be careful. They're going to pop the Bruce Split. Storm jumps in, wants to try and kill off this creep wave, and they will get it, but backdoor protection has already been disabled. They have the lift up onto the ABBA. Frost taking some damage, does still have the cheese and the BKB if necessary, while Chessie backs out as well. They have 30 seconds left in this Aegis. They're going to use it just to retreat. More than problematic. But Bloodstone done on Thompson. They walk up onto high ground here. Jarex looks like he will get found out. They realize that Seb's in the area. Try to get him. Doesn't quite happen though. Ana up on the high ground. Frost chasing for Jarex. Wants to make his way out of here, but is going to get fully focused down. And now the net's catching on it, both of them. Seb is caught. Thompson is in trouble as well. He's going to get the jump out though. Low on mana. They need to get the hell out of here. They've already lost the Brewmaster though on TFT. It doesn't matter. 3 are dead, and OG just don't have what it takes.
They don't have the damage. That's the problem. They have overtime damage and no burst, and they're just sticking together. TFT is playing it just so well. They're not giving Storm Spirit ability to actually get a pick off.
And the net is going to connect. They find themselves the Abaddon. He's done. This game is over. It's 13,000 net worth lead. They're going to take this last racks up here on the top side.
Yeah, without dieback down, they don't have enough sustain. So 2 sets of
possible ways that they get back into this, but the way that OG have been playing, it just does not feel like it's going to happen. Ana moves forward. They want to try and focus down Era, see if they can take care of that pesky line, but the E-Blade keeps them alive, and they try and burst through him in time. Is it going to be enough? They don't quite have the angle. They take him down with Jarex, now trying to focus down Ana, but Chessie can't find his target, can't stay on top of him. The stun is going to come out from this Alchemist. This is the moment they've been waiting for. They will lose the Aegis as they end up getting out of there, so Meepo does fall, and meanwhile the Bruce Split comes out, seeing if they can make something happen in turn here. It's just to make sure that this Brewmaster does not die as communication, because the rest of TFT don't want to go in.
But they can't chase because they didn't kill the tier 1 tower.
Oh, and Ana just going to get eviscerated there. Seb also likely to get stunned himself, although they turn that stun back around onto the Lion, who does eventually fall. Looks like Seb should have enough regen to keep himself alive through all of this. Just barely.
The ideal target, force Ursa to use a BKB and Enrage and just play around it.
Uh-oh.
They don't have enough to kill him.
Yeah, he's fine. Has the Radiance too, so they're just going to burn these heroes down, and Frost shows up, turns this onto Mr. Seb, and meanwhile the Brew split, he's actually sprouted by his own team. All the Brewlings were in there. He'll get the lift up onto Jerax afterwards. Seb trying to take down Handskin, and Handskin, very tanky, lives through all of this. Wrist spike off the mark, not able to find it. A cacophony of errors, and Ana have to use that time lapse after barely punching anybody. Seb gonna get caught in the sprout again, eats his way out of there, but they finger of death down Ana. Storm Spirit picks off one after another. The stun to try and interrupt Chessie's reign of terror, but it's 2 for 1.
It's 2 for 1, but they're doing a good job just dragging the team fight him so you can get a pick off on that line because he lacks damage.
Yeah, I mean, I guess the hope here is he's just going to have so much mana that he's going to be able to do whatever he wants, and is regenning back up 150 per second as they think about popping the Brew split. Not doing it yet. Chessie losing mana, still chasing. Seb wants to get control over this Meepo. The chase forward coming on the other side, though, controlling up this Lion, seeing if they can kill him off, but the Hex comes. Now Frost on top of him if they want to be, but they decide to just back out. Playing together as a team. Era throws out the stun, but doesn't connect. Still chasing. Seb has himself the stun. He's going to throw it onto Chessie. He's still living through this. And again, it's no damage. No damage at all by OG. And they've got Seb lifted up in the air. They pull him back in. They're going to be able to chase this down if they want to. They find Jerax, force out the false promise on himself, and Storm still has to go back to base. He's going to be zipping in, trying to take down Era, but another Hex comes out. If he had an Orchid, this hero was dead. Era looking for the stun. They will be able to find it. So they managed to take down Era, but it took a lot, and looking like they will be able to take down Chessie as well. Is going to be at least the Aegis. And now looking for a bit more after the fact. They buy back on the Oracle, chasing down Seb, and they've got him under control. Will get that kill.
And look at Hanskin. He's in base, forcing the glyph on tier 4 towers.
He's taking it. And right now, if you're top, so you need to get back to try and defend against this. And even though he's got a bunch of regen, it's still not going to be enough. He still has to go back to base.
You know what gives you mana regen? Orchid.
What's that? That's a good point. Brew split is there, and the tier 3 tower going to be taken down in rapid fashion. And so too might be a lot of these barracks, as Chessie just going to get the blink out of there, be left one behind. No, he didn't micro the last one.
All right, he forgot the one. So 1, 2 buybacks on side of OG.
Oh my god. Oh god, I thought he was going to get onto there. Sorry.
3, I think Hex would have been a better choice to control this Weaver. She does not have a BKB yet. Storm Spirit, long jump on Lion.
Yeah. Give me an Ags.
TFT, they need to do something.
Yeah.
Brewmaster, use that Refresher Shard, Abyssal Blade on Ursa.
Oh? Oh no.
Oh man,
oh,
if he had that third Bloodstone there, he would have lived.
Yeah. If only. Well, they're giving Frost the tip, appreciating the work that the Ursa has put in this game. Seb, though, is going to be that bulwark in front of all. Sure. Okay. We got to get JJ on the case. That's what we need. Smoke up. Seb, mid lane, finds himself a Brewmaster. Do they have any follow-up, though? The story of this game is Brewmaster being stunned and then just popping his ultimate. And it looks like it might happen yet again. They eviscerate Seb. Gone. Need to run. Chessie rooted. They try and get out of here. Shadow Blade from Jerax keeps him alive. Storm Spirit creating a little bit of space, but it seems like nobody cares about that. They just continue to run forward, blow up Jerax. That is 90 seconds with no alky disabled. And this is TFT running down a lane towards these tier 4 towers. They're just going to pop the drums, go to work, try and beat into this to the best of their ability. Storm is not even level 25 yet, so he doesn't even have the remnant chops to try and deal that extra bits of damage as they just lay into him, and that's a dead Weaver. Ana is dead. Storm is the last one standing, and TFT looking like they're just going to take the throne. GG called.
Oh man, I didn't even do my job for the past 2 minutes. I was just great tool against Abaddon, against the TB as well. It doesn't work on illusions anymore. Extra damage.
I guess the bear will sometimes take a lot of harassment. Oh, get that. Get it with the miscoil. Do it one time. Make... Oh, the resummon. And then the deny. Easy for... Oh, bear. Frost.
Is that the equivalent of oh dear?
Oh, bear. Yeah, exactly. You got it. Cost, you always know what's up. Oh, no, Tail. I know what he's going to do. Bye!
He's gone.
Just further forward for Jerax. Stay back out of there again. And Ana's just going to beat away at this bear, trying to bring it down. They have a resummon here. They want to use it. Mid lane.
That's going to be a first blood. Man, Thompson, he always supports on side of TFT. We're missing. So that's going to be a deep ward placed by Lion. They might even get him once again.
Oh my god. Oh, if he goes down right here, I actually... Oh, he can't afford to go down right there. Chessie, they spot him. They've got the Hex. They've got him caught. Thompson. Oh no, we're getting TI flashbacks, but in the worst way. They are going to try and see if they can turn this back around. Maybe a full bait. Chessie able to get that Astral Imprisonment, trying to walk through there and get away, but he will eventually die as well.
Yeah, nice block by Jerax, but they're pushing a lot of damage onto this tower. Siege creep, they need to secure the last hit. He has a Blightstone, he should be able to get it.
Earthshaker, Jerax able to take it instead. He didn't even have a chance to totem off. He just did it. And Hanskin trying to walk away. Get out of there, buddy. You don't want to be here anymore. No Tail walks aggressively into their face and wants to take down Era. Enchant Totem connects. Roche Clap, not enough.
Roche Claps procs. I talked about Sven's item build in this game. He has Mask of Madness queued up. I don't think that's the build for him. He needs to build into utility items for his team. You can basically build any item on Sven.
Yeah. Bottom lane. He's already popped his ultimate. Seb shows up for this one. Decides to stun and try and run. Pops the Warcry. Gets out of there. Air throws the Earth Spike. The Fissure is there as well, though. And now Lasso will be used. They take down that poor level 3 Lion. Particularly taking that tier 1 tower in the mid lane. And
Seb has a haste rune. They have a shrine to work with, but they see him. He's maxing out the stun. He's gonna snipe him.
Oh, that's unfortunate. Well, Seb loses his life. Frost takes down No Tail in the gets it. Now the body block's coming out. He wants to get this kill and get the bounty rune. Jerax looking for it and spin. Jerax makes it happen. Handskin in some trouble. They find the fissure, get the kill. And OG back on the board. That's very important here. Seb, no blink dagger, but does have the boots of travel. And who are they going to go for? Another stun comes out. Got to be careful here. Thompson chasing, wanting to find somebody, and does a good bit of damage onto all these creeps as well. They pull themselves back. Handskin, and looks like this should be a pickup there. At least one kill. And TFT thinking about chasing further forward here. This is a little bit deadly. They do have the Finger of Death available. Everybody down bottom with the exception of the Terrorblade. Jerax?
This is a huge kill if they can get it. Roots
would be really nice. He's so close to his Blink Dagger too. And they want to go for it, but maybe an overextension as Seb able to find one, pulls him back in, and not able to get off that Finger of Death before he dies. Frost goes for the Savage Roar. Looks like the bear might need to be given up for dead here as No Tail gets the extra hit on it. Has poof away in a second if they need to. But OD now in the area, and maybe they've gone a bit too far. No Tail is going to get chased back by the bear. Pop the ulti, and then retreat. All this is all going on up top lane. Ana facing off against this Sven. who does have another stun in a second as well as ulti. Ano's never really going to be in trouble. Hanskin. Didn't have the best division, I guess, but wanted to battle for those bounty runes. And now they find themselves Abba, who is going to get caught. Hexed. Finger of Death comes out, and they knew his ulti was on cooldown, so they get the kill. Seb?
Sven just blinked in, stunned TB instantly. 2 TPs from OD.
Oh, they found OD though.
Kill.
If they can get him. Chase trying to get him. Chessie still living through, but the Echo Slam comes out. The fissure as well to follow. Can they bring down Chessie in time? They try to keep himself alive. They don't have another Astro for the moment. The damage over time coming from that flame break, and they'll find the finish with the mist coil at the end. Seb still chasing for more with Jerix and Ana moving into position also, but it's a little bit too scary moving that far. And Sven just sticking around brazenly, not even worried about people being in the area, and Era is going to drop down here as well. They're chasing forward for the Sven, hoping to get that kill. Again chasing, but nobody's there. In the meantime, Jerix just hanging out, waiting for a creep wave. He's going to cut the wave out when he gets a chance to. No tail found, going to be body blocked, and they should be able to take that kill while simultaneously getting the tier 2 tower, but well, what was looking like it wasn't going to be good there ends up turning around for TFT. They don't get the kill on a no-tail, but they claim the prize here of the tier 2 tower. And Earthshaker looking for an Echo. He doesn't have it for another 40 seconds though. This would be the perfect opportunity, but instead Sven just jumps forward and finds him. Gonna be able to get Jerix. The fissure comes out though, and now able to pull back in this Sven, finding themselves one, but the save coming from Chessie, hoping to keep that Sven alive. Don't know if it's gonna quite be enough. He walks forward, turns around, finds the kill onto Thompson. Oh, it's away. God, if this was the moment, it would have been huge, but they're forced to blink away by Jerix, so trying to buy a little bit of time. Good play by the Sven there to force it back in the Echo Slam walk-in. He wanted it really badly, but doesn't quite get the angle. And now Chessie instead is just going to come and clean up Jerix.
Nicely done by Chessie. Double save into it.
Coming online, Jerix with his Blink Dagger, and the Lone Druid with his Radiance. Ana walks forward, they pull back in this OD. He got the Warcry, but it's not enough to keep him alive, so they take down Chessie, and now seeing if they can find themselves a little more. They pull back in one, possibly here, able to get the chains onto 2, beating into Seb. Nobody else there to help him out, though, so Seb looking like he's gonna get bottled up, though, and they take him down. Ana's there to be able to find the kill, and now chasing forward, they get the Echo Slam kill onto the Lone Druid. Triple kill. High ground. Oh, Seb runs in, finds Era, pulls him back, and TFT immediately run away. They know they can't take this fight into Roche. If they're able to recognize where TFT are, this could be very significant, and jump up on the high ground. The jump part, Jerix able to react in time, throws out the fissure, is going to control the Lion. In the meantime, can they find anything else? Thompson has to jump back, but it's the Sven completely isolated, alone, away from the rest of his team. They kill off Jerix, but it comes at the cost of the OD also going down, and now Thompson looking for his opening. They found Hanskin, no tail on top of him as well, and Ana just going to walk forward and try and kill off this Nature's Prophet. Chains connects onto the Lion, 4 dead, and OG. Yeah.
Too much kite potential.
Oh, no tail realizing this is problematic, and they're looking for this opening. Stun catches on Thompson. This guy has a lot of armor. The fear, they want to take him down with the OD. Is it going to be enough? Thompson jumps out, not out of there in time. They get the much needed kill. What else can they find here? They bring down Hanskin with Ana, and meanwhile No Tail also drops, but Deb and Ana need to get back because tier 2 tower is going to drop. They're buying back on the Nature's Prophet. All 5 are here. Oh, stun. They find one, but Jerix shows up, able to turn it back around and take down 2 more. Ana and Jerix make the play. Even without Metamorphosis, they are doing it. And meanwhile, they use the Sunder, chasing forward, seeing what else they can find. The fear to interrupt the enchant totem that was going to come from Jerix. He will have another fissure, though, in a second as Chessie tries to take him down. But they connect with the fissure, connect with the enchant totem Aftershock Brock, and Chessie eventually hits the deck.
Yeah, this is...
Panic Ords dropped all over the place. And what can TFT do at this point?
They can start thinking about what they're gonna pick in game number 3 and how they're gonna approach it.
Well, they found the one saved hero, the OD down on the low ground, and Chessie going to get forced up to the high ground, tries to live, is going to be able to for the moment. Thompson has another round of this in a second, but the Hex comes out. Chessie needs to turn to try and fight, but if he does, he's going to end up dying nonetheless. The Echo Slam comes through, connects onto 3, and well, they do lose Thompson, but as you said, he had the Aegis available, and now Ana up on the high ground. It's going to take down the Sven with one punch and then turn now over onto the lone druid, which does mean that there won't be any more bears left alive here either. The save comes out from the OD, but only for a second, as he eventually too will fall. The fissure connects onto 3, Sunder keeping Ana alive, but more importantly, killing off everybody. And as the laughs start to get told out, this is looking like it's good game, well played. We're going to game number 3.
Yeah. OD didn't hit a single target in the previous fight, and they are relying on to actually deal the damage with the sanity. I think I've said it a couple of times already.
That's something that we've seen Thompson do before a couple of times. Against Razor, how does that work? Not your side of the map, mister. But he still feels confident. And the walk forward. Don't have a precasted ion shell. Well, No Tail just gonna do his miscoil thing. I'll give him the punches. Oh, the toss. Okay. Still trading hits. And now they see Era, realize, okay, we can't really be here. No Tail just means he's gonna kill himself faster. He knows what he's gonna do. This man knows how to play Dota. Oh god, Ana.
Toss.
Ana, time to Ana, get out of there! Ana, no! Ana goes down. Hanskin gets the kill, and now No Tail's gonna die too. He can't deny himself fast enough. That's not good.
Fiesta, here we come. Hanskin is gonna deny himself the tier 2s, so no one's gonna get the XP from that. He already bought the Windlace, Clarity, and the Smoke. Top lane though, they're gonna punish this Phantom Assassin because position 5 is missing. Instant TP coming from Era.
God, and the Disruptor, Thunderstrike, continual pressure. It's going to be a pain in the booty. This is going to be tough. But Seb does have a lot of regen. 3 mangoes, 6 tangos. In the meantime, they throw the Ion Shell on to this Tiny. Get some extra harassment there. No Tail wanting to deny himself. But, okay.
6 CS on Seb. Man, Nyx Assassin's base region, it always gets me. Like, I don't know why he has such a high base region.
Yeah, it's kind of nuts, isn't it? Oh, denied. Yes.
There's no way Ana is dying in this lane again, I think.
Yeah.
Oh, Jarex, he gets him with the Wave of Terror. He also gets the XP.
Jeez. Seb, though. That kill might come at a cost. No, he's going to be fine. He has so much regen. They're going to rotate mid, though, with this. Hanskin seeing if he can find Thompson. And Chessie wanted to go for the dive, but Jerax shows up. Spots out this Tiny. Trading punches. -4 armor right now on this Tiny. They have that magic missile. Gets tossed out there. And
a kill. Disruptor is going to suicide.
Yep.
He's getting so much out of this lane. 24.
Like, unless they bring numbers, like Hanskin is the kill hero here, it feels like. Unless there's a really, really good glimpse. But he doesn't have glimpse skilled up. He's just harassing with Thunderstrike. And right now, 19-0 does not feel like it's doing enough on this PA. The big X factor is going to be this Chessie Razor, who is out CSing Thompson pretty heavily, while Jerax finds themselves another kill here on the Era. Okay.
Yeah, and Era just TP'd, so he needs to run back to the lane. Frost is gonna pick up one bounty. It should be three for 1 for TFT. Ana. No Tail just steals the kill.
So, still sitting top of the CS is this Darkseer at 38, but the lane's kind of in an awkward position now, and No Tail does deny him.
Man, it's been half a year since I saw that item. I'm not even joking.
Really? Yeah, that's pretty cool. Oh, here's the interaction now. Thompson has the Aphotic Shield on him. Takes a good bit of that damage. Chessie stealing it over now.
Do you think that item is gonna get the Ring of Aquila and Poor Man's Shield treatment? Like just
Until you fight the PA.
4.2 seconds, Slide of Fist with Arcane Rune.
Now goes the Remnant away, tries to escape. Hoof stomp, not quite there. Still dodging, still living. Thompson holding onto this tower while they take the top tower. And Thompson just jumps away from him again. Okay.
Lesson.
What the hell is this guy doing?
He's buying so
back and we're able to save him. Or rather save himself at the last second. Gets the jump away. And now Seb. Oh no, they find themselves the PA. He felt like he was safe because Thompson got brought down to no HP. The Meteor Hammer reveal. And they're feeling themselves. Holy crap, you've got a Meteor Hammer moment. But they made it work. The poor man's Dagon. And find themselves Mr. Chessie.
Alright, he can stun him in Invis because his Razor's unstable current hits Invis units. So easy to set up a gank on Razor.
Feels like Chessie had an idea that was going on though, yeah. And they're sending back the courier. They even, uh-oh, no tail? Does look like he is going to likely drop. Giving away a little bit of extra damage before he falls.
He bought everything. Give Anti-Mage a good timing on a battlefield.
Yeah. Stun is there. Jarek's trying to run. Chessie chasing though, taking the little Vengeful Spirit on a walk, and Seb. Okay. Just goes there for the quick little swap away a couple of units, proving that he can use it.
I want to see those Meteor Hammer being dropped on those towers.
They have to deal with that.
And you can clear the whole 3-player with Meteor Hammer.
Yeah. Why not? Down bottom, it looks like they have been able to find Thompson here.
Dire's top tower is under
8,000 net worth on Anti-Mage, 14 minutes in. This feels good.
Yeah.
He even got the extra Quelling Blade.
We got the Yule Scepter lift up there. Handskin kills off No Tail while he was in the air. Seb does have an opening here. He's going to be able to find this Razor. And now Meteor Hammer interrupted by the vacuum. Pull back in and kill off Seb. So no chance to try and stop this push, at least from the get-go. And Thompson, what can he do? Basically just has to sit out here for a little bit and chill.
When you play, this should get
farm AM. Farm AM, don't farm heroes. Or farm creeps, rather. On a chase, but still fine. Toss back onto this. Abaddon does have his ultimate. Can think about popping it now. The root is there onto 2. A fight that's looking kind of okay right now. The 2-person stun follow up with the Meteor Hammer interrupted as well. And they get the swap back. Jarek's able to keep his buddy alive. Still waiting for one of these heroes to drop down to 2 low mana. And maybe go in for a big mana void. The catch there. Yule Scepter lift up. Thinking about it. Targets on the handskin does absolutely nothing though. And Ana now, the toss up in the air with the avalanche follow up. They find a double kill. OG lose by any means necessary. Okay, maybe not. Alright, kill off Disruptor. That's like his whole go. He's just gonna jump in and blow him up. Speaking of people dying, it is gonna be Seb lifted up in the air. Another Yule Scepter. He's flying high, but will be killed off eventually.
Yeah, Seb goes playing Tornado right there for a really cheap amount of money. And then he decided to go for Phaseless and like, what am I gonna do with this item? I need to upgrade it.
Yeah, I can understand it. It's a tough conundrum to be in. And, well, Frost just blows up the Vengeful Spirit. And now TFT
Box come up with the new ideas, but I don't think this is the one.
I am with you, buddy. Well, they're going to try and slow down this push. The toss forward, try and catch themselves the Ember, and No Tail ulti is going to be popped. They set up towards the north side, trying to run down Jarek's. Well, they're still finding that one kill into No Tail. Can't find the stun, and, well, it is going to be the Glimpse pulling back in Jarek's, swapping to hope to buy a little bit of space, but not looking like it's going to be enough. So the Venge goes down again, uses another swap, tries to run, tries to hide, eventually dies. More space created.
Not strong enough right now. They want to try to close out this game, even though it's only 2k network advantage.
And then throw back in Seb. Gonna try and go for the stomp afterwards. The Static Storm. Seb is gonna die. They also pull back in another, but they're able to swap out and keep Seb alive there. Good play from Jarex as he gives his life away for the cause. Does have buyback also if they need it. Seb looking for the initiation. Spike Carapace and the back out. No Tail still living for the moment. Chains connecting onto two of them. In the meantime, Ana just hitting a tier 3 tower. So they keep Thompson alive. Again, they've cut through this entire creep wave. They don't have anything left in the tank. Hanskin goes down and look back here at base. Tier 3 tower's gonna drop. Ana does it.
I'm getting TI flashbacks.
Vacuum wall pulls him back in. No Tail looks like he is going to drop, but Ana shows up and finds the finish, taking down the Darkseer. Heroes in the right place to succeed.
Yeah, and the OG is winning the map movement.
All right, Seb. Looks like he's finally going to be punished for this, as they do have the Yule Scepter afterwards from him to try and stay alive, but the vision already down, and the Nixus has ability for right now. Thompson getting up in their face, gets a little bit of extra vision. They're all getting ready for this Roche battle that they knew was going to happen, but the big danger is going to be Anti-Mage getting the split push on, and while No Tail is going to probably feed his wife away here, it looks like they are still going to probably lose a good bit of damage onto that top tier 3 tower. So No Tail goes down, and looks like nonetheless OG trying to keep them stuck in this area while AM keeps that pressure on in the top lane. Seb turns it back around. There's going to be the Impale coming through as well. Thompson able to get out yet again.
Yeah,
just don't have enough lockdown. Looks like Seb here is within range, spots them all. The big Impale comes out and also able to find the mana point, but Ana maybe caught for the moment, but able to get the swap out. He lives through it all, takes down Disruptor afterwards. They forced back the Darkseer to come and deal with this, and they don't have anything else to try and control these heroes out. Seb jumps forward, Meteor Hammer afterwards, landed onto both of them. They find an ultra kill for Ana, and the chat wheel is coming.
Talent rush anything, but they can also go in and close it. I feel like they're that stronger. Nyx Assassin, they're gonna find him.
Jumps in. Ana tries to interrupt the toss. Game's thrown back the other direction, and now going to be able to steal away some of the damage, but Jarex gets the swap play to get out of there. BKB pop from Chessie. Now OG need to back out, but TFT have already found one kill onto the Venge, and can they find any more afterwards? The Avalanche not keeping him in place. The Static Storm isn't going to do it either, and meanwhile he just gets the jump away. No, but Thompson, he gets found. They find him. Ana jumps forward, tries to get Chessie, can't do it with the surge away, and now Seb a bit far forward as well, just gets blown up.
All right.
Frost is going to go for a Dagon, just says no to the illusions, does not want them anywhere near his AM. Get the heck away from me. Ana finds Era, and now No Tail wants to finish him off, but they find what they came for. Disarm is there momentarily onto this Anti-Mage, but he just keeps on going in, not really afraid of all that much at all. Continues to blink forward. BKB pop from Chessie. Swap back, tries to catch one. Can they find any more? Vacuum into the stomp, not bad. Isn't enough though. Ana tries to get out of there. He still has mana though and is able to put the blink away. Chessie, do they have anything else to be able to catch these heroes? Then they're gonna surge Frost, but don't want to run uphill, and Chessie instead is gonna be the one that runs uphill and just gets blown the heck up. Chase forward for more. Frost needs to get the blink strike away. They have all the illusions there to try and secure the retreat, but it's looking like it might be a little bit too much here as Ana streaming into the base, taking down the illusions. They toss him back into it yet again and keeping him under control as they're going to start to burn through that mana, and now maybe in a little bit of trouble. Pop the Guardian Greaves.
He wants to die because he's out of mana.
Yeah. And before he goes down, he takes Era with him. Meteor Hammer, not going to connect onto any of the heroes. OG just continuing to go into the base. And they have creeps that are showing up now as well. 70 seconds, no Razor. 35 seconds, no Disruptor. What can they do?
We gotta give credit to Darkseer. He's been playing so well, micromanaging that creep, using it to maximum efficiency. Some pretty sick vacuum into Centaur stun plays.
The Meteor Hammer does not end up finding the kill onto Frost. That instead is likely going to be towards Ana, although he does manage to get the blink away for a moment, trying to run, doesn't manage to get it. Thompson timing in and finding the kill at the end. Okay is the call coming from the Anti-Mage. Godlike and walking into the fountain. He wants a little more. Gonna take down Era. Eats the cheese. Everybody's buying back. Did he just freaking Ghost Scepter away? How is he living through this one? He bought the Ghost Scepter, switched it back into his backpack. Ana is back, baby. This man with no regard for human life just stomped on the faces of TFT.
He is indeed back. I don't know if OG's back, but I like what I see. Ana is back.
Oh, God.
Dire's bottom tower.
Well, that was a lot of buybacks used, speaking of which, and, well, they are hitting buildings.
Is under attack.
Goodness gracious. What else is left? I mean, they swap away, throw out the stun. It does look like Jerax is going to go down here, most likely. And Frost cleaning it up afterwards. They don't want to give up. Oh, Seb? Who does he find? Got their eyes on the Era. The Impale comes out before a glimpse or anything else. Jesse interrupts it, but it just means that Era dies afterwards to Ana. And again, just sort of jumping in and out. Trying to buy a little bit of space. The Meteor Hammer is down as well. Thompson gets the chains onto 2. Seb. Impale comes out afterwards. They're able to find that avalanche toss, but not doing enough damage. Ulti pop from No Tail.
Ana's
Still they're living.
mega creeps.
That man knows what he wants there. They're going to drop the wall onto him, see if they can find a kill, but it is never going to happen. They do have the Hex out. Okay. Nice reaction there as well, but the Mana Void comes out afterwards, and Darkseer has to jump away. They swap back in and find the stun afterwards, trying to take down Era. It doesn't quite happen in time, though, but beyond godlike and chasing forward for more. Thompson on top of Frost as well as Handskin for the moment, and, well, everybody else is just getting ran down continually. Ana beating into this Tiny, who eventually will die. They have Illusions chasing after him, but he's going to finish off this last set of racks, and that is going to be Mega Creeps. With both the Tiny and the Razor dead.
Getting less gold because of the mega creeps, but still.
Alright, Yule Scepter lift up. This isn't the way that OG wanted to start this fight. Avalanche toss, Frost there on top of him, throwing out the daggers as well, able to catch already, and the Static Storm down to swap back, trying to kill him off in time, and Seb does go down as well, and now the Hex comes out. They found themselves another. This is the Ember Spear, but I don't think that they have enough to burn him down. The buybacks come out now from the Nyx as well as from that Venge. As they try and get back into this fight. The Impale is there as well, and there's going to be the blow up. They kill off that Razor, but able to get the Refresher Shard out. Now going to try and search everybody else away. Frost is rooted, but they do get one pulled back in. That's No Tail, who is in some trouble, and he's going to drop. Jerax is still there. Does have another swap in a second if they want to try and take down Frost, who's able to actually Satanic back up, and he's living through it. A secondary wall is there, so they're still living through this one. And Ana starting to drop down. They find the Hex. They got him caught. Can they kill him off in time, though? Where's the follow-up damage? They've got him. That's another death. He has buyback this time, but they got him caught, and now they need to defend their base.
Yeah, in that team fight Radiant, they popped the glyph so creeps can enter the base and deal some damage. They still didn't take the last tier 4 tower.
Now it is not. Now it is at 8%. Oh, Era. You got to get out of here, buddy. Oh, Era. Does he have buyback? They've got one. Hexed up on the high ground. Can they kill him off in time? Ana under control, but the BKB comes off in time. He's able to blink out. Chessie needs to get away before the initiation comes. It's Gem on the ground. That was Disruptor's Gem. Meanwhile, the stun there onto Tiny. This fight not looking good for TFT as it looks like Handskin's able to get the toss back. Try and find this kill. Thompson in the base is going to die. So they trade off 1 for 1 so far, but actually 2 for 1 when you include the buyback.
Yeah, the problem was they could have killed the anti-mage there. They just stacked Sight of Wise.
Obviously, if you get, the Abyssal on the counterspell, the game can potentially just be over, but you kind of have to take that chance. Oh, it's so tough. Jump in, tries to find one. Can they kill him off in time? Jerax is there. Swap back. The Hex is onto one. Vacuum. No wall. Drop down, but they do find the bash. Now the retreat. AM Illusion still there. Tossing in No Tail, so they are going to lose the Abaddon. Dead for 70 seconds. Does have buyback. And they will take down the rest of these illusions as they're able to forge. So this does a significant amount. 240 per second. Thompson walking in, causing some chaos. making people a little bit concerned. He does have that Aegis still that can walk in and just hit the buildings if they so desire, and it looks like that's what the illusions are going to start to do right from the start. Vacuum wall pulls back onto 2. Seb is going to be hexed as well. Can they find any more? He wants to take down Era. This will be a big pickup for them, and they will be able to find it. So no buyback on the Disruptor. Can they get any more? Not going to be able to get out of there. PA is going to die, but does have buyback. He's going to jump back into this fight, but it's feeling like this is a fight 1 for OG if they can make it worse. Frost trying to take down 1. Okay, that's just the Aegis. He does have another round of this in a second, and actually ends up getting stunned. He gets the dagger thrown back at him. So Frost still living. Another avalanche toss. Thompson lives through it. Ancient still standing. Another vacuum pull back into the wall. The Ghost Scepter not enough to keep him alive, but 2 more buybacks come out as the buyback came off cooldown from Era. This is a real problem. Yeah, it looks like the jump forward comes out. Frost still lives through this one as he was surged away for the moment. Taking the secondary fight, the Hex is out there as well. All of the mana drained. If PA dies at this point, there is no buyback, but it looks like she is still going to live through this one. And Thompson chasing, no buyback on Darkseer either. Jesse trying to run, trying to get out of here, but it looks like finally this is going to be OG taking the game as Frost is completely isolated. They popped the glyph, but it was never going to be enough. And OG are going to take it as the PA drops. GG is called, and they're moving on to the upper bracket.
They could have closed out this game way earlier if they didn't play sloppy. That spot at one point, it felt like they didn't feel they were stronger, but